I felt bad about not having another review ready yet again, so here's a list of games I played this weekend. All of them are pretty good if I say so myself, and I thought they should be on your radar, hence why I'm talking about them today. So, without further ado, let's get into the list. I love text-based narrative adventure games. There, I said it. If that isn't your cup of tea, I suggest you skip this section and just go straight to the next two games on the list because they are completely different than this one. In the case of the Golden Idol, you are presented with a series of murders, or murders in progress, where you must investigate the scene to discover who done did it. This involves looking in people's pockets, their belongings, and even seeing what they have to say in order to find keywords which will be used to solve the case. The cases start off simple enough, but get more complicated the further in you go, as more characters, words, and even rooms are added to the mix. I love the overall presentation of this game. It's done using pixelated graphics, so that's always nice in my book. Each scene is presented as a still shot with each character animating to a certain degree. Those small animations go a long way in making the 2D scenes feel alive. The music is also good. I won't be listening to it in my car anytime soon, but it was perfect for a detective murder mystery game. You will need to use the keywords and character names you find within the environment to fill in a Mad Lib style sheet in order to complete each puzzle. The game also provides little sections to fill in on the side to help you deduce who is the culprit. This is more complicated than it sounds because many of the cases have more spots to fill in as the game goes along, and it was sometimes difficult to get a sense of what the heck happened. This led to many instances where I was stumped for a time until I reread a piece of evidence which led to an aha moment. These moments then allowed me to rethink other evidence in order to solve the case. It was a lot of fun doing this as it felt like I was a detective who had to investigate and think for myself. This should tell you how much I liked the game. I had a particularly enthusiastic aha moment on the second to last case and, in my excitement, I bumped my computer which caused it to shut off. I booted up my computer, restarted the game, and was told that my save file had become corrupted, which was upsetting to say the least. The developer had foreseen this happening to folks and provided a way to import a save file so I could get back to where I was without having to play through the whole game again. Unfortunately for me, I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. I'm sure more tech-savvy people could figure it out, but not me. Not to be deterred from seeing how the overarching story played out, I started a new game and used a guide to solve all the word puzzles quickly, and I'm happy to report that I have now finished the game. That's what you should take away from all this. The game was so good that I didn't let a corrupted save file get in my way. I had to see it through to the end no matter what. So, if you like text-based story games, then look no further than the case of the Golden Idol. It will not disappoint. You may be saying to yourself, wait, didn't he include this game on his Game of the Year list? The answer is yes, and I have a confession to make. I didn't finish the game last year. I'm working on it now. That's how good Neon White is. I didn't need to complete it in order for it to be included on that list. I also wanted to talk about it again because I don't think I described it very well. Neon White is all about speed. The goal is to finish each level with the best time possible. To do this, there are cards scattered around each level. That's right, I said cards. These aren't just cards, however. These cards are also weapons, which you can use to kill enemies. They can also be discarded to activate a special ability which, depending on the card, usually entails faster movement. You are graded at the end of each level based off how long it took you to complete them. Getting a better score unlocks certain perks within the level. There are also collectibles called gifts, which you can find throughout the levels as well. Finding these gifts requires a certain level of skill and a way of thinking which I can appreciate. They usually involve figuring out how to best preserve a set of cards so you can reach them while using their special abilities. I never, ever care about redoing levels in video games. I did care, however, in Neon White. There are many reasons for this, but the main one is that I love the speed at which this game moves. I've never played a game with greater mobility than Neon White. Most games talk a big game about movement, but only Neon White offers true freedom when moving around. It's an awesome feeling jumping and flying through a level that you know very well. It is uninhibited, it is freeing, it is satisfying. I know it sounds like I'm in a cult centered around Neon White, but I can assure you that that is not the case. I love moving around in Neon White, and there is no other game that has ever come close to it.
That's how it's done.
Hey, do you like roller skating? Do you like doing tricks while roller skating? No? Well, how about if you can shoot a gun while doing it? Okay, now I've got your attention. Roller Drome's graphical style was the first thing to catch my eye. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. The color palette alone is enough to turn heads. Luckily for us all, the actual game part of the, game is awesome too. Rollerdrome is all about skating around, doing tricks, and shooting people. Don't worry, it's not a game about rolling around a city and shooting random people. This is more sophisticated than that. This game is about a blood sport where people roll around and kill people in an arena while millions of people watch all around the world. I only just started playing the game, but I can already tell that I'm going to like it. Rollerdrome is definitely a game which is easy to learn, but difficult to master. I mean, I managed to get through the first few levels, but I'm nowhere near good at it yet, and that's okay. I think this will be one of those games I like playing, but I'm not really good at. It's just a nice game to play for an hour or two at a time to help turn your brain off. Which is exactly the wrong way to play this game. You absolutely shouldn't turn your brain off while playing because it does take effort and focus to play Rollerdrome. You have to constantly pay attention to who's shooting at you and dodge at the right moments while also jumping over ramps and half pipes. Did I mention that you need to perform tricks to replenish your ammo? Well, you do, and it's a lot of fun. Each level has a set of challenges for you to complete, and you had better do them if you want to advance to the next set of levels. The game requires it. I finished the first 4 levels, but I can't advance to the next group until I go back and complete a few more challenges within those first couple levels. I'm really looking forward to jumping back in and seeing how far I can go. Much like Neon White, Rollerdrome has made me care about playing the same levels over and over again. That is quite an accomplishment. And there you have it. Those are the games I played over the weekend. What about all of you? What are you playing nowadays? Let me know down below. Bye.